Thanks for stopping by. You are listening to the video recording of our episode. You can catch our streams live most Tuesday nights at 7:30 Eastern. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to get updates about our schedule. All our stream info and links are in the description below and at links.chaoticallybalanced.com. If you would like access to our Discord community perks and to see exclusive content through Coffee, visit chaoticallybalanced.com/support. Thanks! Let's head into the adventure. Welcome, adventurers. This is a quick note to say that this is part 1 of a live stream. To gain immediate access to our episodes, please visit links.chaoticallybalanced.com or go to chaoticallybalanced.com/support. Thanks! We'll see you in the next one. Welcome, fellow adventurers, nerds, and neurodivergents. Sit back, stay hydrated, and prepare yourselves for tonight's adventure. It's been a while since we've been to this one. We will probably continue the mini-series that we started last week in between sessions of our main campaign. But for this one, we have a bit of a longer recap to get everyone back on the same page. The investigators have been traveling for quite some time. They ran into a few storms, even more pirates, talked their way out of trouble, and got hired by various high-ranking government officials. Their path of information gathering has taken them from the Arlegian city of Fierday to the Ashanian island of Curag. There, they ran into some dark magics, acquired some stronger weapons and support, and met some more allies. They eventually find themselves traveling from a fishing dock under siege to the main city of Curag, which also happened to be under siege. Upon arrival, they were briefly accosted by the city guards and then quickly granted access to both the city and the docked airship that is protecting the city. Upon arrival on the airship, they met with the Iron Hand and with the alchemical alchemist Bavin. They were briefed on what was happening in the city below and on what was happening in the kingdom overall. They were asked some tough questions, which they answered with some deceitful aloofness, and then eventually interrupted by an alarm going off. There were some intruders that were on board, in which the Iron Hand went off to deal with himself. This gave them a brief respite back in their room before they were escorted to the demonstration area, where they were tasked on taking out one of the Ajanian constructs. They were successful with this, with some hints from Bavin. And afterwards, they hung around for a party where a renowned defense contractor, Tyrone Belfast, approached them for their services. After some uncomfortable conversation, they keep to themselves for the rest of the party and then head off in their separate ways, some going back to the room, while others have different plans.
Nefarious plans.
We're going to go with the easy ones first. Joachim, Yenor, and Kaida. All of you leisurely walk back from the party after eating and drinking and having a good time. Slightly annoyed.
Wait. Is there any way Joaquin could try to pick somebody up?
At the party?
Yes.
You could try.
Okay.
You're with the rest of the group at the party as you're leaving.
That's fine.
I'm going to say you guys
That's
are
fine.
leaving the party, right? You haven't left the party yet at this point, if you're going to try to do that.
All right, so does anybody catch his eye as we kind of like as we're walking out? Essentially,
roll a D100.
D100. Okay. Oh, there we go. 20.
There are a lot of older political-looking gentlemen here, with a lot of some older partners, some definitely paid to have a partner with them.
Yeah.
There are also other older women here, and various other androgynous individuals. Many of them seem to already be paired together, like they're with somebody. But over by the bar, there are one or two that may catch your eye. Whether or not they'd be interested back is to be seen.
Gotcha.
What are you going to do with this information?
All right, so I would walk over to the bar and I would order Joaquin's favorite drink, which is a strawberry daiquiri, and then I just kind of start, giving people, a little bit of the eye. And just kind of seeing if anybody's receptive.
The woman that is sitting at the bar, at the other end of the bar, is in her mid-30s. So, like, not super young, not super old. Just kind of scoffs as she notices you at the corner. You see a physical scoff. And there is a male at the other end of the bar who's just kind of sitting there looking around. He doesn't really notice you in particular.
Okay, I would kind of go over to the 30-year-old female. Or, like, again, I would kind of nod, and then I'd point to her. I'm guessing she has a drink.
She does.
Okay. I'd nod to her, and I'd say, well, what's your poison there?
It's definitely not as fruity as yours.
And then he'll take like a long sip, and then from it, and then he'll say, "No, it's not. It is fruity, but it's delicious. Nothing wrong with a little sweetness, right?"
I prefer mine bitter.
Well, either way, my name's Joaquin, and he would kind of offer a hand to shake.
She just holds out a gloved hand in the very, like, Victorian style, like, just grabs the tip of your fingers.
Can I make an insight check to kind of see if I can learn anything about this woman's kind of personality, just kind of based on the way in which she's carrying herself?
Sure, go ahead and make an insight check.
Okay. Oh no, I don't know why I rolled this the same. Sorry.
Meanwhile, the rest of you do notice Joaquin sitting at the bar trying to hit on somebody, or at least get the attention of somebody.
Can I roll a hero point?
Sure. I didn't give you the result yet, so yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll roll it. 6. Okay, 20. Dirty 20.
She just seems put off by parties. She doesn't look like the social gathering type. The vibe she's giving off is more of she thinks you're just another vulture after money or another playboy after a good time.
So he would look at her and say, you'd look at her and then he'd shake her, he'd daintily shake her hand there, and then he'd look around at the rest of the party and say, "Not the most fun here, is it? Pretty drab, right?"
He just does the out of the corner of her eye, looks you up and down type deal, and just kind of scoffs again and takes a sip of her drink.
What do I do here? Can I? What would we do here? I guess. Okay, so I guess he'd look at her, and then he'd kind of, again, being as charismatic as he possibly can, he would use minor illusion, and he would say, again, this is really boring. If you want, we can kind of get out of here and have some fun. And then he would kind of minor illusion something. What would he minor illusion? He would minor illusion himself, like a small image of himself on the boat. Can he do that? On his boat.
This gets a hearty laugh out of her. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Since so far none of your party seems to be either intervening to help or prevent.
Hold on one second.
I'm just kind of watching, hoping that he makes the right decisions.
You said persuasion check?
Yes. Essentially what you're trying to do is persuade her.
That's 26.
Right, that's 26, okay. Alright. Let's roll a... In this, like, kind of raspy, deeper, sultry voice, that was one of the hardest laughs I've had in a while. Might be the libations talking, but if you would like to take me back to your quarters and offer me some more liquid libation, we'll see where this night takes us.
I give her like a smirk, like a devilish smirk, and then without even looking at the bartender, I say, a bottle of what I was drinking and a bottle of what she was drinking to go. And he would just, because again, he's got money, so he literally just throws the cash down on the table without even looking at the bar. Again, he's looking right at her. He's not even.
How much cash are you throwing down on the table?
Again, how much is a bottle of what she was drinking?
Well, you don't know. You said you were throwing cash down before you just said a bottle for you and a bottle for her and throw cash down table. So.
Well, now hold on. So again, he'd look at her, and he'd say again, he's like, how much for a bottle of what she was having?
This younger half-orc gentleman walks over from behind the bar. Ugh. She was having one of our finest scotches. That'll be... Are you also paying for my lady's tab here? See her giving you side eye.
Yeah, of course.
Then for the bottle and her tab, it'll be 550 gold.
I'm gonna nudge Kraka and like see if he's paying attention to this. Yo, Kraka,
Huh? What? Huh?
you see what's going on over here?
That he might be getting swindled?
Very much so. 500 plus in gold.
Oh.
Like,
Oh,
like-
I didn't hear
like
that.
maybe you should go over there and like tell him that we got something important to do.
So before they come over here, Joaquin would kind of look at the guy, and then he would look at the bartender, and then he'd again. Let's see here. He would again hold. He would touch his component patch, and then kind of look at this guy and say, "Come on, again. She is a lovely lady, but you're overcharging for your drinks now. I think that we can all agree that 150 would be fair for all of this, right?" And he would cast suggestion.
You see the bartender look at you for a second, and then he looks over to one of the guards near the entrance and nods his head. And the rest of you also see one of these guards motion to two other guards behind the pillars, and they walk up to the bar. Excuse me, sir. No
Yeah.
magic's allowed.
Yeah. I wasn't casting any magic. What are you talking about? And I would be trying to persuade him.
There's, as you look down at the table, there is an arcane glyph glowing that canceled out your spell. But you can go ahead and try to persuade him. Roll a persuasion check.
That's a natural 20. Gas lighter.
Oh, that's right. I'm not using digital dice tonight. Wow.
Well, clearly those glyphs
Someone
weren't
was
reacting
casting
to me.
magic around here. But you just...
Clearly.
You watch yourself. We're gonna keep our eye on you. And the three guards turn around and walk away. At this point, Kraka, if you were approaching the bar, you would have gotten to the bar.
Joaquin would look at the woman and say, and he would just say, you know what? Let's just pay for the lady's drink, and then let's get out of here. Because again, this is kind of snooze fest, right? And again, he'd pay for the lady's drink, whatever that is.
She's been sitting here drinking all night.
So as I was approaching the bar, would I have walked past the guards?
Yes, they would have run up past you and then briefly talked to Akeem, and then you would be approaching the bar as they're leaving.
I'm gonna drunkenly bump into them and try to steal their coin purse, if it's exposed.
Ooh. Make a what's your passive perception, Kraka?
17.
17 passive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
The one that waved them over seems to be like in charge of at least this section or this event. You're not sure which. His coin purse is not out, but the two others are. Do you want to go for the one on the left or the one on the right?
Okay, so they're not close to each other, so I couldn't like. I'll go for the one on the right.
Well, did you want to try something out there? Like,
well, if they were close to each other, then I was gonna try to like get them
one's
both.
walking past you on the left and one's walking past you on the right. So they're not close to each other, but they are both close enough for you to reach both of them as they're passing you. only because you're a monk.
I'm
So
just
you
gonna
could try going for both, or you could try going for one.
I'm gonna go for one. I don't want to be too greedy.
Okay, which one are you going for?
I'm gonna go for the. Which one do I pass first? The one on the left or the one on the right?
Tell you in 1 second. One on the right.
So then the one on the left, because I don't want one of the guards behind them to possibly see what I'm doing.
Okay. And you're going for his coin purse?
Yes.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check for me.
24.
Oh, for Joaquim's natural 20, everyone gets an inspiration. Also, if you did not add that. 24. A 24 does successfully get you this guard's coin purse without being noticed. I don't even think anyone in your party notices what you did. No, none of you have high enough perception to.
And
you
then
have a coin purse.
I'll proceed to the bar.
Okay.
And like sit next to Yakim, but on the opposite side, like so I'm not in between him and her.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna sneak the coin purse into Joaquim's pocket. I'm gonna go order a drink. While I'm drinking it, I'm gonna sneak the coin purse to him.
What are you ordering?
Do we have any mead or wine?
Yeah. This is a very large capital ship. It has almost whatever you want.
Then I'll take two mugs of mead.
Ah. Now there's someone who knows how to have a good time. Slams 2 mugs of mead down. That'll be 2 gold pieces.
I take the 2 gold pieces out of the coin purse before I sneak it to Yakim.
All right.
Actually, 3.
You're gonna need to make well, are you trying to be sneaky by sliding it into Joaquim's pocket?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be a sleight of hand check.
Hero point.
Go ahead and add a hero point.
Yeah, all right. 17.
Okay. This will be a roll. You do beat Joaquim's passive perception, though, but there are other people that are keeping an eye on this area. Hey, you there, halt! What are you doing to that man's pocket? And the 3 guards that were just walking back rush back over to the bar.
Oh no.
Captain, sir, someone stole one of my coin purses.
Does Joaquin hear this?
Yeah, he's sitting right next to you. He was trying to slip something in your pocket, and the same 3 guards came back over because they were paying attention to Joaquim.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know that he was trying to do anything, right?
No, you just felt him fiddling with your pocket.
So then if they came over accusing Croc, I would say, "Oh, this is my partner here. What are you talking about? He was just. I mean, clearly you were trying to give me back the thing I asked you for, right?"
Yes, the thing. And I like raise up the glass like I'm drunk, like I stumbled into him before, and slam whatever's left in the mug.
And as he does that, I would look at the guard and say, "Please excuse him. He cannot hold his liquor. He's again, and Croc is not tall, right?"
No.
Yeah.
So he would be like, the little body cannot hold all the liquor as well as it should.
Joaquin, I'm gonna need you to make a deception check. With
Okay.
advantage, because Kraka is assisting in this deception.
If shit goes down, I'm gonna start sneaking away to go warn the others.
That's a 24, and you know what? I'm gonna hero point that because
Oh,
why the
you're
fuck?
not taking any chances.
Nope. So we're gonna subtract the hero point, and then we'll add d6, and that's a motherfucking 30. Gas Lighter, new nickname. These are not the droids you are looking for.
The bartender seems to believe you all. And the two lesser guards just look at each other, kind of nod their heads, and be like, sorry for disturbing you again. And they turn around and begin walking away. The captains, wait. Something fishy's going on here.
Yeah, you don't have a drink in your hand. Here.
I would agree with him. You do need some libations here. Come on, it's a party.
He's gonna make an insight check. Regardless, I'm gonna need the both of you to vacate this party.
I'm gonna look at Kraka. I'm gonna give him a wink, and I'm gonna look at the lady, and I'll nod to her and kind of like motion for her to for us to leave, and then I'm gonna look at that guard and say, we were actually on our way out.
Of course, you do have to pay the man.
Yes, of course, sir.
Are you still getting those bottles or just paying her tab?
You know what? After all of this, you guys have kind of annoyed me, so I don't think I want to spend any more money here than I need to. We'll just cover the tab.
In that case, that'll be 125 gold.
You guys are so expensive. The drinks weren't even all that great. You know what? This is fine. 125
Maybe you should
gold.
drink what she
No
was
tip.
drinking.
No tip to you. And he slams 125 gold down. And yeah, then he would take the lady's hand and be like, I've got some better stuff on board.
Well, that was definitely more excitement than this party, so I think I'll give you a shot.
Nah.
Instead of taking your hand, she just hooks her arm in your arm.
Yeah, he'll take that too. And as they start walking out, like, where's Kraka?
Kraka, where are you?
Still at the bar drinking.
Okay.
Right.
You are
As
being kicked out
Kraka-
as well, Kraka. Just
I got-
FYI.
I can't leave with the mug. I gotta finish my drink. I'll leave as soon as I'm
Take the
doing my
mug.
drink.
We'll get it back to the bar. Just take it and go.
Oh,
Well-
stupid. All right. And I walk out. I continue to leave the vicinity.
Can Lala see all this going on?
Yes,
Where they
all
are?
of you can, because you guys were like slowly, just leisurely making your way over to the exit of the party, and then this all happened.
As soon as she sees them like link arms and start to walk out, she's gonna run up to Joaquin. Daddy! Daddy! And tug on the back of his shirt. Daddy, can I have dessert?
Joaquin looks at her. He like pauses for half a moment, and then he gives like a deadpan look at her, and then he looks back at the guards and says, "Excuse me, we've got a lost child here."
I'm not lost. This is my daddy. Can I have
And
dessert?
Joaquin keeps walking. You can have whatever you want, strange child.
She's
The bar is over there.
just following, holding onto the back of his shirt.
I'm gonna need Lala to make a performance check.
Performance.
How convincingly can you play the child of someone who does not even match your race in the slightest?
He gets around, and I think we all know that.
You share 0 physical genetic features. But that's a
Yep.
19. That's not half bad. Sir, take your daughter with you.
What? Look at this! Look at this creature! How? There is no discernible
Drawn on
features
you
there.
now.
I'm sorry?
The 2 other guards drew crossbows on you.
Daddy,
Wait, what?
I said it makes me sad when you call me creature.
Again,
I'm
The
gonna
rest
walk up
of your
to him and just be
companions
like-
are also banned.
I'm gonna walk up to them and be like, "Man, can you just take your daughter home? Like, this is bad parenting. You should probably leave, man."
Oh my. Joaquin's just
Like
looking
nodding my
around.
head that way, like, "Let's go." Like now, let's go.
Take the child! Someone come get this child!
Are you gonna lock me out of the room because you're taking a lady home like you did last night?
Oh my. Okay. We need to go right now. And yeah, double timing, walking right out, doing
out of
everything
game.
I can to pull. What?
Out of game, Lala, you almost made soda come out of Courtney's nose.
Sorry.
And she started laughing right as she took a sip.
That's so uncomfortable.
See what you're doing with your antics?
You know what? I think I'm gonna rejoin the party. You have a lot going on here. But come find me tomorrow night if you can find appropriate childcare.
Yeah, man, that's some bad parenting. You should really look after your kid. What time of night is it?
Make a
Evil
Beetle,
spirit.
make a survival check if you want to find out what time it is.
The survival of finding a clock in a crowded room.
For real. Who's got the time? And roll?
It's loading.
I have a 12.
The sun's not up. It's late.
Take your child home. It's past dark 30.
Joaquin
It's a-
just walks out.
I don't need a lot of sleep. Sometimes Daddy lets wake up powder table.
Actually, Joaquin turns around, looks down at Lala, and says, "You should just stay here for a while." And he would cast suggestion on her.
I mean, Lala, you need a wisdom saving throw.
Let's see what happens. It's not good.
So you have been suggested to stay here
That's okay. Okay, Daddy.
instead of following him.
And with that, Joaquin walks out.
I'm gonna get my desserts.
I'm gonna pick up Lala and throw her over my shoulder and chase him out and just be like, excuse me, sir, your child, don't forget your child, and like walk out the doors.
If she does that, technically Lala would have to go back.
She'd have to
She
kick
has
and
to
scream.
follow to the best of her ability, and right now, she is not stronger than Deedle.
I was gonna
No.
say the
I'm
suggestion.
much bigger than her.
Suggestion was not to fight off anybody.
However, she does start making a ruckus about dessert to you, Deedle.
Hey, can the lady's gone? Could we stop with the daddy business before they realize that daddy was allowing me to drink?
Well, you're of age.
Yeah,
Who
you're
said?
allowed.
Actually, I'm only like 17.
Oh,
Well,
dear.
you look a lot older.
No one can age a turtle by clocking him.
They don't run
Turtles
on normal
age
time.
oddly. So he's technically an adult by turtle standards,
There you go.
but he is young by human standards.
So you just look like a middle-aged turtle then.
Okay, you get your dessert. I'll meet you outside.
Was that
Hey. Let's. Should we follow?
I'll just go to bed.
Kaida takes Yanor's hand and just very sweetly and leisurely walks back behind the group of you crazy fucks.
Ooh.
Wait,
New
friends. You were going to leave without saying goodbye to your new best friend?
We are gonna see each other later and do the awkward bisexual finger gun.
I don't think I want to see a child later.
We had a deal.
I've had so many deals at this party, and that whole child business just threw my mind all the way off. What exactly was our deal? Because the last I remember, you had to talk about becoming a traveling act for me.
I mean, yeah, we were gonna talk it over more in private. And then I'm not a child. Don't worry about all that. That was a theatrical performance. A proof that we can, perform for you. Continued finger guns.
While you're thrown over the shoulder of Deedle,
Yes.
like a child.
Yes.
And he looks to you. Is she able to make decisions for you?
Yeah, she might as well. She's over 18. Perfectly legal and by most standards.
You gotta give him the razzle dazzle. Lala's
I'm
gonna
in a room a couple rooms down the hall from you. Just knock. And he
Lala's
kind of
gonna-
just
Oh.
confusedly walks the opposite direction of the way you guys are going.
Lala's gonna try to scramble up and stand on Deedle's shoulders like an acrobat act.
You hit your head on the ceiling.
Again, the razzle dazzle. Nobody dusts up here. Jesus.
Because Deedle's pretty tall.
Indeed.
So even if these are taller ceilings, you still hit your head on the ceiling.
Somebody's got to dust these ceilings.
You all make it back to your room in mostly one piece. What are you all doing?
I'm gonna go to bed. It's been a crazy night.
Okay. Deedle's going to bed.
Ooh.
Has Nosferatu shut up?
There's still the tug at the back of your mind for divine blood from Mr. Belfast.
But it's not overwhelming.
No, but now that you mention it, the thirst for it is still there. You've just been distracted. But now that the commotion has calmed down, give me blood. Let me drink slowly from the blood of my enemies.
You have like a really broad idea of what an enemy is. I don't know if I want to do this.
I believe you failed it the first time, but you will make another wisdom saving throw.
Realistically, what do I get out of this?
Experience.
Experience of what? Ooh, that's a fine-looking ship.
This is what's a general design of the Ashanian airships.
It's very pretty. I have time to admire it while my dice roll painfully slowly.
Yes, as you can see, it's got very many thrusters. It has some manual propellers in the back. It's also got some
That's a 10.
fins. All the cannons on all the forward-facing cannons, there's smaller armaments that can be extended out as well, but they can collapse back in for speedy travel or long-distance travel. But a 10 is a failure.
Damn it.
I will keep you awake all night until you give me the blood of the divine of Tyrone Belfast.
All right, we'll go meet him.
Deedle is still carrying you.
I thought she went to bed.
Oh, that's true. She would have had to put you down to go to bed. That's fair. Kaida, to you, Yenor. My dear, would you like some privacy for the evening, for the two of us?
Sure.
She waves her hand and this magical arcane gate appears. Let us enter.
I just follow her in.
Oh, we'll be back in the morning. If there's an emergency, knock. And she pulls Yunor through the portal, and then the portal closes. Joaquim, what are you doing back at the room?
I'm sorry, what?
What are you doing back in the room?
Apparently nothing. I tried everything and it all got put to shit, so I got kicked out. I can't do anything. I'm going to bed angry.
Well, everyone seems to be off in their own little worlds now. But you can opt to go to bed now and try again tomorrow.
I mean, again, if I got to roll again, I'm not going to get anywhere near as good as the rolls that I got before. So I've kind of blown my tank there as far as my attempts. So if all of that was shot to hell, then yeah, he would go to bed angry. Especially if he's being kicked out by the guards.
I mean, you got Pamela and her 5 friends.
He would get that reference. Again, if Kraka's too far away, he can't hear him because I think Kraka's completely on the other side of the room. Okay.
You just be wherever you want. You're all walking together mostly.
I thought when Joaquim and everybody and all of them were walking out, Kraka was still at the bar because he was.
No, he got kicked out too.
Yeah, I got told. See, look at they gave me a souvenir.
Oh, yeah, nice. So knowing that Kraka gave him that pouch, he would then take it out of his pocket and give it to Kraka, and just kind of nod and say, "Thanks for trying to be a good wingman," and then he would go to his room.
Oh, hi. Nice to see you there. Thanks for stopping by and enjoying the show. You can support us further by leaving a like and review. Spread the fun by sharing with your friends. We're sure they'll have a good time. You can also help us by heading over to our Ko-fi page at chaoticallybalanced.com/support, linked in the description below, and seeing what exclusive content is available to you. Alright, it's time to get back into the adventure.
Good night.
Good night.
There is 126 gold in that pouch, Joaquim.
I gave the pouch to Kraka.
Oh, you gave it back to Kraka?
Yeah, and I said thank you for being a good wingman.
Okay.
For trying to be a good wingman.
There's 126 gold in that pouch.
I'm just gonna keep it in the pouch and separate from my gold.
Okay. Are you staying awake? Are you going to sleep? Seems everyone else has turned in for the night.
Where is our ship?
Which ship?
Our ship. We're on the airship, right? Yeah. Never mind. Then, yeah, I'm just gonna go to bed, I guess, because I can't think of anything else to do. I was gonna try to brew some brews, but I don't think there's any supplies around.
Not raw materials to do that, no.
Yeah.
Unless you have been carrying raw materials on you for it.
No.
Then yeah, you can go to bed.
Yeah. I'm going to bed then.
We go back to Lala.
Lala's stuff is frozen, but she's going to try to sneakily leave the room.
Okay. So we need a stealth roll from you.
I think I can do it. I think it is unfrozen. Let me see. Come on. You can do it. Clink. Let's see if it works. Any day now.
It's coming. I see it now.
Inch by inch. $21. Didn't
Oh,
add
yeah.
my.
You are able to sneak past everyone without waking them up.
Hooray. Is the hall populated?
Someone passed out all the way down back towards the party in the middle of the hallway. A couple of guards trying to get him wake up. But other than that, there's really nothing else going on. It's also mostly dark.
They're
Just,
not.
They're not what?
They're not in the way of the door that I need to get to, are they?
No, they're in the opposite direction. They're back the way you came from the party. Looks like someone passed out right outside of the corner that leads down towards the party.
I'm going to sneak to Tyron's room.
Okay, you do that easily.
Knock, knock.
The door is unlocked, and as you knock, it kind of opens itself.
Ah. I will let myself in and close it behind me and give a hello.
The room is ransacked.
The fuck? I'm gonna look for a people. Tyron.
Living
preferably
people, dead people, what kind of people are we looking for?
Any people. Tyron specifically, but anybody we come across will be dealt with.
Make a perception check.
Come on. This is my fault.
Which part?
The slowness. I made the mistake of looking up a recipe in the same browser as my other stuff, and you know how recipe websites are.
With the ads and the pop-ups and the things that
Yeah,
everyone
the
hates?
slowness.
Yeah.
Just was everything down to a crawl. It was my fault. I'm trying to close it, and it literally is like, no, I'm gonna freeze before I let you close me, you bitch. This is what you get.
You could always do the task manager force stop and reopen it.
I could. It finally closed. I'm hoping my roll goes through.
It's coming through now. I'm just waiting for it to actually give me the result. But it's doing the not add your bonuses to things again.
There's a 12, and then I think it was a 3. Let me double check.
For your
Perception.
perception?
Yeah, it's a 4. So 12 plus 4, 16.
So 16. There are no lights on in the room. You do have dark vision, though, don't you?
I do.
No lights on. There is something wet pool in different pools covering different parts of the floor.
Dear God.
You manage not to trip over anything or stumble into anything, really staying quiet. But you do slosh around a little bit as you step and step and step.
Can I put Nosferatu down? Like, just put the tip down? Because I figure he'll tell me if it's blood.
Sure.
What is it?
The blood of the divine.
Oh no. Also gross. My boots!
Don't worry about those. And this slurping sound as the blood is absorbed into the knife, and there's this soft red glow as he's doing it. So much so that whatever was beginning to soak into your boots is pulled out with the arcane force of this ancient knife.
Sweet Jesus.
That was from someone who was living.
What? She's gonna start more frantically, like, looking around for a human-shaped thing on the floor.
Remaining quiet?
As quiet as I can, yes.
Well, you're still going off of your 21, so. But there's a point in which your frantic searching is no longer stealthy.
She's quietly just kind of like feeling around with her hands, which is probably a terrible idea.
You can see.
Yes. Okay.
You have dark vision.
True. I keep forgetting.
You're not blind. I could make you. You could be blind.
I was saying, no, actually, technically, I don't have dark vision. I have blind sight, which means if they're not moving or making any sounds, the only thing I might detect is their breathing. So that's.
Oh, so you don't have dark vision. So
no,
that's different. So you are. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was saying sensory thing.
Yeah.
It's a daredevil situation.
You are able to still maneuver quietly. But if you begin searching more frantically, you're going to break your stealth.
Do I hear anybody breathing?
Nope.
Fuck.
Not in this area, at least. You do remember Tyrone saying that his room was a little more open, but slightly smaller than your guys. So there's no other rooms off of this room. It's just one giant room.
Alright. She's gonna sneak back out and check the hall.
You squelch through more pools of liquid as you sneak back out.
Whatever is the nearest one to the door, I'm gonna put Nosferatu down again just to see, because I don't want to leave bloody footprints.
Okay. The slurping noise again.
Oh, good.
Fresh blood, but not of the divine.
Oh dear. All right, we've got a massacre in here. So check the hall, make sure it's clear, and we're gonna try and sneak back to our room unseen.
You are able to sneak back without a problem.
All right.
What? No questions about the blood? Just what kind of blood it was?
I mean, I wanted to know if it was blood. I'm a little panicked right now, but if you have some information you'd like to share, feel free.
Depends, what are you offering for the information?
You can clean up the rest of the site.
The first pool of blood was not Mr. Belfast.
That's good, I think.
At least, not from what I sensed when you had met him.
That sort of thing doesn't change easily, does it?
If it's a being that's as ancient as myself, maybe. The second pool of blood was either a guard or a bystander of some kind, just a normal humanoid, nothing special.
He was a person.
Doesn't tell us anything. The first pocket of blood does.
kind of divine person were you sucking up in there?
I don't know. Didn't have the stench of the hells or the abyss on it, but didn't reek radiance either.
I'll assume that that's good.
Could be a fey creature.
Oh.
Readily change their characteristics. Wouldn't surprise me if they could hide their scent. But it would have to be a powerful one, because it tastes exactly like the blood of the gods.
You and your god blood.
If I had other blood to compare it to, that would be beneficial. However, the only other holy person is not in this room right now. And I don't believe she would appreciate being stabbed.
You're not stabbing Kaida.
Not Kaida.
Oh, right. I always forget. He just doesn't.
Although depending on what they're doing in that portal, there could be that could work.
He just doesn't come off that holy. Anyway.
Regardless, you need to figure out what you're gonna do. I'm a talking dagger.
You're an annoying dagger. She's gonna.
I'm less annoying now because I'm satiated.
You're less annoying. You did keep my boots clean. She's gonna put him back in his sheath, and the moment she walks through the door, start like kicking beds and being like, "I need you nowhere."
So Joachim, Kraka, and Deedle, you know that point where you just start falling asleep? Like you got comfy, you finally found that sweet spot, and you just start falling asleep.
What?
You get woken up by a very panicked Lala.
What is going on?
Where's Yenor? How do you knock on a portal?
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know how to knock on a portal.
Beetle wasn't awake for the portal part.
Can I see the portals?
Make a perception or investigation check. Or
Just-
Arcana.
A swirling vortex in the middle of the room.
No, because it closed behind her.
Yeah, that was my worry. That is not that much better. 11.
No, you don't really see anything out of the ordinary.
All right, if I can't find it, then I'm going to take a running leap on top of Joachim and throw my body onto him and grab his collar and shake him.
Joachim, you are after you vaguely hear something going on, but you just kind of try to push the back of your mind until you are body slammed and then shaken.
Hold on. I thought we had our own rooms.
No, you were having this big room that you're sharing, and you kind of made your own spaces.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. So now what's happening?
So you get body slammed and
Lovely.
shaken, like grabs your collar and does like the quick anime shake to wake you up. Just the back and forth. Your
I'm
head's
just
getting
giving her
whiplash.
an evil look right now.
It's dark. I can't see you.
Unfortunately, I can see you. Get off of me.
I can't find the portal. Help.
What in the seven hells are you talking
No, you do
about?
you do know that Kaida left in a portal.
Okay. Do I know where this portal was?
Yes, you know where it was.
Can I direct her to it without moving?
You have magic. You know magic things.
Yeah, you could yes. I would say you could direct her to it. to where it was.
Well, without getting out of the bed, because I am not
Yes.
getting out of the bed.
Yes.
I do so without non-verbally, and then I point her in that direction, and then I lay back down.
But I can't see anything, right?
No.
That doesn't help.
Not on the couch.
She
You know
looks
better.
back at her. Do I have anything to give a light?
I don't
The
think
room has lights.
I don't know if it has to do with the light. It's a magic.
What are you talking about?
It's a portal. How do you knock on a portal?
Why are you doing this to begin with?
I need
Finally, somebody asked why.
Unor.
Why?
Because there's a room full of blood and the divine and maybe a guard and the closures everywhere, and she can investigate.
Joaquin just looks at her again, just with the most aggravated, exhausted look on his face, and he just says, "I truly, with every fiber of my being, hate you. Show me what you're talking about."
Unor first.
No. Show me.
Dude, I'm guessing I was awakened by this.
Yes, you would have been awoken by the commotion at this point.
Do I know where the portal is?
You knew where the portal was.
I'm going to go see if the portal is still where I thought it was.
You can make a perception, investigation, or arcana check.
Arcana, investigation, or perception. I will take perception. That is a 25.
That's better than what Lala rolled. You see this, like, hairline ripple. It's hard to see. You have to get up real close and like someone who can't read, putting on reading glasses and then a magnifying glass to try to read something real tiny. You have to get up real close to it, but you see this faint ripple that's about 2 feet long and like an inch wide. Just in the middle and floating like 3 feet off the ground.
And what happens if I touch the ripple?
It feels like you're putting your finger in this lukewarm, thicker than air but thinner than water type texture.
This portal is gonna get us an R rating.
Okay, so it's a liquid-based feeling.
No, it's a liquid-based feeling, but it's not liquid that's floating there.
Right. Then I will attempt to knock on it as if I'm trying to punch the surface of water.
Okay. You're a monk. You can envision what that would be like. So we're going to step back for a minute and go to Haida and Ynor. For them, it's only been a few moments, maybe a little longer than that. It takes about 20 minutes to get to that rest state. But this is Haida's special pocket dimension that she's been working on. Ah. It's been so long since we had time together.
It has been a long time, huh?
You've been gone for so long. So I've been working on this so that when I came to help you, we could have some alone time.
What does it look like?
It's looks like your house.
So it's like a
Your
copy.
yard. Yep, your yard. Yard's a little bigger because you're not like crammed in the city. So nice yard, a little bit of a backyard, and then your house.
Wait.
It took a lot of time, but I had a lot of time on my hands, so I just kind of poured my resources into this.
I never will understand the depth at which your magic can go.
That's okay. You get your magic from the divine, and from this, and she holds up her finger. I get my magic from these, and she pulls out just this fucking stack of books from her backpack.
Why do you carry those? What could you possibly need those for?
If we run into a situation and I don't have a magical answer for it.
Fair point.
I was traveling by myself for a while.
You know you're not supposed to do that.
I mean, there were other people there. I just didn't have an escort. Not really. He
You
was
should have
too
asked
slow.
for one.
He couldn't keep up.
So you had one?
Yeah, and I
Where
ditched.
is he?
I'm assuming
How did you leave him?
somewhere in that.
He didn't even make it out of the city?
No, he's probably still looking for me. It was my apprentice.
Would I know her apprentice?
Yes.
What's his name?
You don't remember his name because she doesn't refer to him by his name. She just says
The apprentice.
the apprentice.
You abandoned the kid?
And he's fine. He's okay.
You hope?
I gave him the ability to message me if he ran into problems, in case we got separated.
Have you answered any of his messages?
He hasn't messaged me.
So he's just there.
He probably thinks it's a test.
You're so mean.
No, he'll just go back to the academy, and then the professor will be like, "Oh, she's off on a special assignment. Go do some more research." And so, it's happened before. Sometimes I have to get away from him. He asks too many questions.
He's supposed to.
No, he's supposed to observe
He's learning.
through observation
He's learning.
and books. This apprentice does not learn through books. This apprentice is more like our friend Joaquin.
Then he should be following Joaquin.
No, because he will learn the ways of perversion from Joaquin.
So we have to find someone like Joaquin, but not Joaquin.
Unfortunately, the headmaster of the academy assigned him to me.
He is still just a kid. Let him ask questions. It doesn't hurt you. It takes a couple minutes each time.
She just kind of freezes for a second in thought. We'll see. I'll invite him over for dinner when we're back in Zatha, and then you can tell me if I should let him ask questions.
Well, what kind of questions is he asking?
Advanced spell mechanics that he can't even do yet.
Oh, that's fine. He could be asking Joaquin-style questions.
No. He doesn't know those questions.
Good. Let's not invite him when Joaquin is over. No group dinner parties yet.
Joaquin's fine with kids.
Like he is with Lala?
She's technically not a kid.
Barely.
Anyway, shall we go enjoy the house that we haven't been in a while?
Technically, it's not my house, but sure.
It is. It's not, but it is.
It's not, but it is.
It's an exact replica.
Can I go investigate and see if she messed anything up?
Hold that thought, because as you both begin walking towards the house, there's this slight just psh behind you. You just hear this like splash. And then she freezes for a second and you can see her listening and focusing. A few moments pass by. Kraka, how many knocks did you do?
2.
These 2 resounding just knocks, like bangs, from behind you.
Well, you did tell them to knock.
I made the portal disappear. How'd they knocking?
Well, there's clearly something wrong.
That was a trick. That it's supposed to. They were supposed to just be knocking on air until we came out of the portal.
Maybe Joaquin got desperate.
With Joaquin's magics, he'd be able to just reopen the portal.
Well, let's get back.
She waves her hand aggravatedly and just. After your second knock, Kraka, this bright light happens and the portal opens up and you think your hand disappeared. Because you're still kind of drunk.
Oh! My drinking hand! I'll just leave it at that, because it disappeared.
Oh, you're fine, Kraka. Your hand's still there, and she grabs your hand. Tida grabs her hand and holds it.
Oh.
In your drunken mind, you think she just repaired your hand.
Thank you.
What was so urgent that you had to call both of us back?
I got woken up to Lala on top of the Keem talking about a room full of blood.
That's up your alley.
Yeah, but
No, not yours. She's pointing to Yenor.
Oh.
What's up?
Lala, would you like to explain, or Joaquin, whoever wants to be?
Well, they're in the room full of blood, right? 'Cause that's where they
No,
went
they're still
first.
here.
Oh.
They were leaving while because the knocking and then the portal opening happened almost simultaneously.
Gotcha.
You know her.
Yes.
As soon as she sees her, she's gonna scramble off of Joaquin and run over to her.
What's up?
She grabs her hand. You have to come see. There's been a chaos, maybe murder. Something happened.
Well, show me.
Okay. And she's gonna drag her out into the hall and then like stop in the doorway and look and make sure that the coast is clear again.
The only thing you see is the 2 guards struggling to pick up the gentleman that was passed out on the side of the wall down at the other end of the hallway.
Okay. She's gonna look at her and just be like, shh, be quiet. And she'll stealthily lead her down the hall.
Since everyone is awake, is anyone else following?
I was just about to look at Yakeem and be like, are we going with them? Or are we going back to bed?
I'm going back to bed. Yenora's on it. She'll handle it. But you can go if you want.
I think I'm just gonna make sure everything's alright as well. And I'm gonna stumble off in the direction that they went.
I'd say you're about half drunk, Kraka.
Yeah, but I'm probably like half asleep as well.
Yeah.
So. But once
Needle,
we-
are you?
I'm just rolling over and going back to bed.
Okay.
Once I
Lala, go ahead.
Yeah. Once I see them being stealthy, I would try to be stealthy as well.
Lala is pulling on your arm, Yenor, like an impatient child trying to drag you somewhere.
I do my best to keep up quietly.
Kaida is very swiftly walking behind you, and then Kraka behind him. You don't hear the footfalls of Joaquin or Deedle. It's not that hard to stay stealthy at this time of night. There's not really anyone in this side. Yenor, do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Kraka, do you have dark vision?
I have regular vision.
You don't have dark vision?
No.
Okay. Well, Lala, you bring them to the room, and the door hasn't moved from where you had it, so no one else has been in this room in the, say, 10 or 15 minutes it's been since you've left.
Okay, it's in here. And she kind of pushes open the door and then gets behind Yenor.
Before you go in, let me... And Kaida pulls her staff off her back and light. And these very dim lights float around the room so that everyone can see. At least as much as someone without dark vision can see with dim light. And then she, from her staff, casts another spell, and there seems to be a barrier around this area, at least in the hallway now, so no one can come in towards the door if someone were to try to come back to the crime scene. Alright. It is safe now.
I walk in and do my best to view everything.
It is ransacked, ramshackled. Everything is everywhere. There's one other thing. There's blood everywhere. So for 2 spots on the floor where there's just no blood whatsoever, it's perfectly clean. Other than that, blood splatters everywhere, pools of blood. Some of the blood's a different color than the other bloods.
Nosferatu cleaned up some of the blood, but not from any of the people. I don't know if there's people. I couldn't find them.
What kind of blood was it?
He said the one over there, and she gestures to the empty spot that's further away from the door, was divine of some kind. And this one, and she points to by the door, was probably just a guard.
Is there a way that we can figure out what kind of divine?
He wasn't sure. I thought it might have been Tyrone. He's who I came here to see, but he said it wasn't him.
Can I make an investigation check to try to figure out what happened?
Sure. You're really good at those.
I'm assuming that's why I was summoned.
You are the detective.
Can I assist her?
Really bad. I already have advantage.
She already has advantage.
But if she helps, can I roll again?
Or Could I do check on my own?
Kraka, you could do an investigation check of your own as well.
Oh, jeez, I thought I was better than that. Whatever. 20.
Bam.
Between the two of you, you look around and some kind of confrontation happened. The stuff wasn't moved by someone like knocking it over. It looks like from the center of the room, the stuff was pushed outward.
Like an explosion? Like a concentrated blast out?
There's no evidence of burn marks on the walls, but some kind of
Like an eldritch
concentrated blast from the center outwards pushed everything away from the center.
Like an eldritch blast, almost? Like a repelling
Like
blast?
an arcane force.
Arcane
Because
force.
everything was pushed uniformly in all directions.
Now, what would the reasoning for that be?
Like a
Upon... Go ahead.
thunderclap? Like a thunderclap?
Similar but more powerful.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna relay this to Kaida and ask her what she thinks would do it.
The summoning of a powerful creature.
Like a demon?
Could be any powerful creature. The center of a summoning circle would release enough arcane force to push everything around it back.
There are any summoning circles that would require this much blood everywhere?
That's probably the result of not being able to control said summoned creature.
How fun.
If it was a summoning.
As she's saying this, I'm gonna like look around on the ground for any like insignias or anything that represent a summoning circle.
Do creatures ever bleed when they're summoned? Like when people are born?
No. Generally, a creature would be summoned after the blood has already been let to activate the sigils. While you are all looking at all of this, you get a closer look at the blood. The blood near the first spot where she said was celestial, that blood is like this dark, viscous, black goop. It's thicker than normal blood as well. The blood closer to the door just looks like normal blood that you would find from any humanoid. There's other various specks of blood. Some of it's darker red. Some of it has like this bluish green, like turquoise tint to it. And then more of this black viscous blood around.
Do I recognize the blood at all? Like, oh, this species bleeds this color, and this one bleeds that.
The turquoise-hued blood you think is most likely from a being that is home to this world.
To Etheros.
Yes. To the planet. To... You understand the concept of the multiverse. Kaida's tried explaining the depths of it to you, that goes over your head. But you understand the concept of the multiverse.
So it's from this plane of existence.
The turquoise.
Okay.
More specifically, a native to this plane of existence. A primordial, if you will. That's the Genasi. That's the primordials that came before the Genasi. and or a creature of primordial blood.
I'm going to relay it. I'm going to point it out. That's some primordial shit.
There is also the black viscous blood. Definitely, even though Lala Nosferatu didn't say specifically that blood was from the Hells or the Abyss, black viscous blood does match that of something from the Hells or the Abyss. In very rare cases, the black viscous blood can also be from a very ancient fey-like creature.
I will also relay that.
So we know Nosferatu is colorblind.
What was that?
So we know Nosferatu is colorblind. He wasn't sure if it was from the Hells or not, but apparently it's like common knowledge. Ancient as he is, he should know black blood equals abyssal things or something. So
I have not had blood in a very, very, very long time. Forgive me for getting some wrong.
you're ancient. Your memory should be like unlimited.
When you're trapped in a box for millennia, you tell me. Now, if I were allowed to have some other blood to compare it to, I might be able to get more accurate information.
Can I start poking around puddles?
I was thinking more from a warmer source.
I don't know if we've seen any bodies yet.
Stop it. Just
Can
lay
we
down.
hear him or no?
No,
Okay.
only Lala can hear him.
Okay. I wasn't
Thank
sure
you.
if he could speak to others.
No. Stop it. Because you can end up rolling off the couch.
Kraka,
Stop
your
it.
mic's not muted.
Sorry.
Yeah, so far we still haven't found any bodies yet.
There's one standing right there.
What?
I'm referring to your friend.
We're not comparing to her.
Why don't you ask her? I only need a drop.
I don't trust that you'll stop.
She can cut her own hand and put a drop on my blade.
You know her?
Yes.
Nosferatu wants to do some forensic science with your blood.
He's not gonna suck me dry, right?
He says he won't. He says you can put a drop of your blood on his blade and he'll compare it.
Can I just like prick myself with my own dagger?
Mhm.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. You prick yourself, you get a little blood coming out your finger.
All right, hang on. She like braces herself over Nosferatu to hold on to him like super tight if it starts losing control or something.
I'm gonna wipe my finger on him.
You don't feel the pull. You don't feel anything. He doesn't try to suck any extra blood.
Awesome.
I told you, you fed me already. I'm not crazed currently.
All right.
I appreciate the trust. If you can relay that information.
He says, thanks for trusting him.
No problem. Spooky night.
A follower of the Raven Queen and a paladin.
Lala's just going to, everything he says, just say it out loud for the next, till he's finished.
Would you prefer if I talk to them as well as talk to you?
I mean, in this instance, it would probably be beneficial.
Kraka and Ynor, you feel a psychic tug at the back of your minds. It's a familiar psychic tug.
I give into it.
Kraka.
I give in, but just because I'm like half drunk still and half asleep, like, so I didn't fight it at all. So I just kind of scratched the back of my head because I feel the tingling, but there was no resistance.
This should be much easier instead of having her relay all of the information I'm telling you.
Wait. So I would know who this is because I've heard him before because I took the knife.
Yes, but he sounds less crazed.
Okay.
And more astute. While I may have gotten my initial analysis of the blood that I was stuck in wrong, upon further analysis, the black blood is not from any known creature to me. Not a demon, not a fiend, and definitely not a fae.
Can I try to commune with the Raven Queen again?
You want to commune with the Raven Queen?
Yeah, to see if she can offer any insight.
Is that an ability that you have? Or
I've
did
done it before.
I was gonna say, is that an ability that we ran off of, or do we let you do it? So ribbon turn, divine sense. I think we just let you do it with a religion check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You can commune with the Raven King, or at least you could try. However, we will do that when we get back from break. We'll pick up right here in this creepy room. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you back here momentarily. Welcome, adventurers. This is a quick note to say that this is part 1 of a live stream. To gain immediate access to our episodes, please visit links.chaoticallybalanced.com or go to chaoticallybalanced.com/support. Thanks. We'll see you in the next one.
Another one in the bag of holding. Ha! You can catch us live most Tuesday nights at 7:30 Eastern. To get the latest information, head over to links.chaoticallybalanced.com, linked in the description below. While there, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to us. You can get access to exclusive content through Coffee by visiting chaoticallybalanced.com/support. Enough of that. We'll see you next time.